After 19 years and 15 Skyrim re-releases later, we officially have a remaster for Oblivion, and this was my first time ever getting to play it. Welcome to Bite Size Bunny, my name's Tony, and today we're going to be talking about the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered. This Bethesda game's remaster was handled by Virtuous Studios, and they did a pretty solid job here. This RPG takes place in the fantasy world of Cyrodiil, where you embark on the journey to stop this evil cult known as the Mythic Dawn, who are trying to open portals to a demonic hellscape known as Oblivion. For years, I have heard about how Oblivion is Bethesda's best installment in the Elder Scrolls series, and after finally getting to play through it, I absolutely understand that take. While I personally think Skyrim is a better crafted game in regards to its gameplay, I do think Oblivion has a more interesting world and story, and I like it just a little bit more, despite all of the jank surrounding this remaster and its flaws. The story in Oblivion truly is the highlight of the game for me. Learning about this Mythic Dawn cult as well as the world of Oblivion was truly fascinating, and I did find myself totally engaged in the political drama aspects in regards to this emperor that is now in control of the lands after his father passed away. While I didn't find a majority of the characters anywhere near as interesting as this game's story, I do think there are a select few that still manage to steal the show anytime they're on screen. The pacing of the main quest are really well done, and it feels like there's just enough going on that it prevents the game feeling like it's ever rinsing and repeating things over and over again. And it all crescendos upwards towards an ending for the story that is pretty satisfying. When it comes to the gameplay, you definitely feel its age at times. While I enjoyed the RPG mechanics and found the act of leveling up my character to be very enjoyable, I did find it to feel a little over convoluted at first, especially with this being my first time playing the game and not knowing anything about it. I definitely had a couple of instances during my playthrough where I had to stop and look up some rather basic mechanics to figure out what I was doing wrong. I did enjoy the combat in this game, though I will say it absolutely took some time to get used to due to its slightly clunky nature. And as far as navigating the open world goes, I do think Oblivion has a significantly more interesting open world than its successor. I enjoyed the colorful world and getting to explore the lands of both Cyrodiil and Oblivion, though I will note while those first few instances of stepping foot in Oblivion feel really cool and fresh in the beginning, it does quickly grow repetitive and lose its wonder and awe factor. And you can't talk about Bethesda games without mentioning the bugs, and oh boy were there quite a few here. This is probably the most bugs I've had in a Bethesda experience to date. Granted, I will say I did play through this game on the Xbox Series S, so I don't know how that will compare to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X versions. As far as those bugs go, I had multiple hard crashes throughout my playthrough. I had multiple soft locks throughout my playthrough where the character I was supposed to be following towards the objective just decided to stop following his scripted path and just stand in the middle of the room and do nothing. With that specific bug, I tried to reload older saves, but that didn't resolve the issue, so I ended up having to look up online where I needed to go in order to complete the mission, and then I returned to the individual that was supposed to be my guide to let him know I got everything taken care of. I also got classics like characters falling through the floor during scripted story beats. You know, just good old Bethesda broken goodness. But overall, I had a really good time with Oblivion. I don't think it's my personal favorite when it comes to Bethesda RPGs, but I absolutely understand the love and praise this title gets, and if you haven't played it before, this remaster is absolutely worth checking out. I'm going to be giving the Oblivion Remaster an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. Like, subscribe, and all that YouTube stuff. And what's your favorite Bethesda RPG? I'd love to know.